crazy. Look, when we was in a Bocage country, we was assaulted by them tigers. You know what I mean by assaulted, huh? Well, I mean assaulted!
Why don't you knock it off with them negative waves? Why don't you dig how beautiful it is out here? Why don't you say something righteous and hopeful for a change?
Crap.
Hello and well met. This is Bushido for DrySocksAR, and welcome back. Today I was going to throw together a video on the Object 187 and some PvP footage I had from his event that's kind of been going on over the last, I don't know, several evenings, I guess. Looking at the forum thread, actually it looks like it may have started around the 7th of this month of June. And I want to give a shout out to all the guys that have slowly but surely trying to restore North America PvP. I will put a link in the comments down below for the thread, and it's just titled NA PvP. That's all it's titled. And it seems the two champions of the cause is Deathman254 and Wolf Brother. And again, my hats are off to them and all the people that show up every evening. This starts at 8 p.m., 2000 hours for those of you in the military, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 1700 or 5 p.m. West Coast. Do the math for the middle guys, which I'm rocking out, so I'm sick. But again, absolutely, guys, hats off. Let's keep it up. You know, it's not a lot of people. But it was some good 8-on-8. You know, I don't know if I effectively evaluated the Object 187 as a premium tier 7. Again, I would preface this with, you know, vote with your wallet, whether it's good or not. Again, I used gold I had built up. I figured I might as well spend it on something. And I felt the object was, quote-unquote, weak enough. Again, as I've stressed before, I am not a fan of reskins. So, you know, I like it when premiums, it's going to throw out premiums, which I get. I get the preface. I get why they do it. But I don't like reskins. You know, especially for the price they cost. Now, if you're going to reskin a vehicle in the game, you know, it should be dirt cheap. And I do have a few, I must say, but I've kind of put my foot down. One, I'm not buying any, I'm not investing any more money in the game until I see some positive progress from the developer trying to get this game going. Anyway, enough on that. Like I said, I have the footage, and I started thinking about this before I roll the footage here, and I started thinking about, you know, you know, I compared the Object 187 to the T80U and the T90, you know, and it all kind of weighed out, you know, as far as the T80U and the T90 being a regular line tank you unlock. I felt, if I had to play a tank, I actually liked the Object 187. Yes, its firepower was a little bit diminished, which is typical of a premium, but its mobility and its protection were on par, if not better. So if I had to pick a tank to run, it's definitely worth it. Again, but I feel, you know, with the state of the game, we need to send a message that we're not going to sit here and take, you know, shoveling us stuff just expecting us to buy it, when the game is in such a horrible state. Now, with that being said, you know, I played a little bit more over the last few days. I am doing the events, so I'm playing the bare minimum, I'll be honest. I'm playing the bare minimum. Get it done, maybe a couple extras in there, and it's all PvE. And as I've said, I just feel that the PvE is a sideshow. It's the only show we got for the most part. but it's not a good way to effectively evaluate a tank or a player at all. I mean, you can pretty much sleep through PvE at this point. So that is what it is. But it did get me thinking also about what other tank this compares to at a tier 7 premium. And so out of the two that I think, first off, the remap or the remake of, I guess, the model kind of the Markova 2D. This, you have two premiums here that are reasonably, I'll be honest, I've watched, when I was out playing the other night, there was a lot of people using the Makava, and I loved it. Now it does have a 3-shot autoloader, and playing autoloaders does take a little bit of, I don't want to say skill, but you just have to know how to play it. Because there's going to be that heavy downtime when you got to reload that 3-shot. But overall, and of course it doesn't have the damage per round that the Object 187, and so really it really comes to play style. If I had to recommend a tank, I'd probably say Object 187 because the Markava, it takes such a understanding on how to play it and when to use it or not. And it doesn't have the protection that the Object 187 has. Now, as far as single shot, the 105, may not have, but it's 3-shot. You can pump 3 rounds into somebody pretty good, and that's pretty hefty, pretty quick, in my opinion. Of course, speed is not there either. It's just, it's a little lumbering. But at the same time, I found myself, and I didn't get any really good footage with the Markava because I was really trying to focus on the object, but I actually enjoyed using the Markava over the Object 187. But at the end of the day, I feel they're both really excellent premiums for the game. Whether they're insanely unique, that's questionable. I mean, they're all, respected. We don't have really anything to compare the one to, but of course, in the Object, just another key tank. But at the end of the day, like I say, I feel a little, bad because I want to recommend these vehicles. I know the company needs to make money, but at the same time, I feel like they are not communicating very well. I feel that I don't know. It just feels like it feels almost like abandonware sometimes. And I know that's not the case because they are working on it. But at the same time, there's not a very good roadmap out there. We haven't heard a state of the game. I was trying not to turn this into a soapbox rant. I hit on Armored Warfare. I don't know what it is about the game. I try to come in positive, and I end up trying to come out negative. And I don't want to do that. I'll stop. But anyway, so let's focus on the Object 187. So I got some footage. It's not the best. I haven't played PvP in a long time, and again, I got to give my hats off to the guys who got the stuff, got it going. Sounds like it's going almost every night now. You can catch it, like I said, around 2000 hours East Coast or 1700 hours West Coast. Do the math in the middle for your time zone if you're not in either one of those. I had a really great time. If you have not done any PvP in a while and or have not done any PvP at all, there's a really good group out there. It is a small group, and everybody is very mature, seems very professional. It's kind of a different environment right now, and I think that's because there's not a lot of people playing, and there's no room for asshats. Okay, come in, you play the game, you do what you got to do. If you don't do well, so what? We just need people out there playing, and let's get this North America PvP going. Anyway, as always, before I roll my footage, give a thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, give me your comments, and may Odin welcome you to Valhalla.
Driver, crank it. Affirmative. Gunner, scan for targets. Affirmative.
Affirmative. Gunners, stand for targets. Affirmative. Scan for targets. Affirmative. Identified.